Top 10 Untold Truths of Litecoin. Since its launch in 2011 by a former Google engineer and his brilliant development team, Litecoin has been a staple of many crypto exchanges. Even so, there has been nothing really explosive about it. To most, Litecoin is kind of just there. And so, in this video, we break down the top 10 untold truths of Litecoin. These are facts that aren't really well known among the vast majority of traders, and so they are intended to shed light on Litecoin, its origins, and its peculiarities. Before we dive into the video, please make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. Our content is always interesting and engaging, and you wouldn't want to miss a single video. Now, let's get started. Number 10. Litecoin works on a peer-to-peer basis. Litecoin was designed to work on a peer-to-peer basis. This networking term means there's no central computer server or mainframe computer. Instead, information is shared between the computers of miners and traders in a P2P network. This way, there's much faster communication and transfer of data. Also, energy costs are decreased and efficiency is increased. Number 9. Litecoin has a faster transaction time than Bitcoin. Transaction speed is one of the most important things when it comes to doing business. For this reason, Litecoin should be a serious consideration of all business people and market traders. The thing about Litecoin is that it was specifically engineered to have higher transaction speeds than its counterpart, Bitcoin. Despite these fast transaction times, it doesn't sacrifice anything in terms of security or functionality. As a matter of fact, Litecoin processes a new block every 2.5 minutes rather than Bitcoin's 10 minutes. Number 8. Litecoin's lead designer was a former employee of Google and Coinbase. Charlie Lee, who is of Asian descent, was born in the Ivory Coast, although he moved with his family to the US at age 13. He graduated from MIT in the year 2000 with a bachelor's and master's in computer science. Lee worked at Google for a decade before moving on to work at Coinbase. In 2017, Lee sold all his Litecoin holdings due to a reported conflict of interest. It has also been reported that his tweets manipulated the price of the digital asset. As of now, he works full-time with the Litecoin Foundation on Litecoin adoption. His brother, Bobby C. Lee, is also the founder of cryptocurrency exchange BTC China. Number 7. Litecoin has 4 times the volume of Bitcoin. Like Bitcoin, only a limited amount of Litecoin can be mined from out of the fabric of cyberspace. This figure is reportedly 84 million, which is a big improvement over Bitcoin's 21 million. This limited nature means that every single Litecoin is valuable, because as Litecoin gains popularity, demand is going to surge up, driving up its price as well. And so, while the price of Litecoin is still low, it could be a great investment to purchase as many units as possible. Who knows how much a single Litecoin could cost when they've all been mined and traded? Thankfully, this larger volume means there's a lot more Litecoin to be mined before things get to that point. Number 6. It is just as environmentally harmful as Bitcoin. Being technically similar to Bitcoin, Litecoin needs to be mined to generate new units. This mining process is quite rigorous and environmentally taxing. The environmental impact of cryptocurrency mining is one reason many investors have shied away from the marketplace. After all, the Earth is in an environmentally precarious position, and many policymakers are trying to cut down on harmful human activities. Although Litecoin mining hasn't been affected so far, there's no reason it won't all come to a grinding halt after some new policies are put into place. Litecoin is better than Bitcoin in terms of environmental safety, but just barely. Also, its additional volume doesn't help things. Number 5. Its features have been expanded. A key feature of Bitcoin is how it can securely store information. As its technical clone, Litecoin is capable of doing this too. Even so, Litecoin's functionality has been expanded to support additional features. For instance, Litecoin allows transactions between any two parties globally without the need for an intermediary. In addition, it allows some measure of interoperability between other currencies. Number 4. It has a dedicated team behind it. Unlike Bitcoin, the originators of which are unknown, Litecoin has a dedicated development team that guides its growth and guidance. In fact, as has been mentioned earlier, one of the key developers of this cryptocurrency is a former Google and Coinbase engineer. Since Litecoin was launched, its dedicated team has created room for Atlas swamps, which allow for the exchange of one cryptocurrency with another across blockchains. In addition to this, there's the Lightning Network, which enables high-speed transfers and transactions. With LitePay and many others on the way, the usefulness of Litecoin's dedicated dev team is well demonstrated. Number 3. Litecoin doesn't have the best reputation. As the entire catalog of available cryptocurrencies reel against the barrage of attacks from regulatory bodies, banks, governments, and journalists, Litecoin is especially down bad in this regard. What's the use of having a dedicated team behind Litecoin if the branding turns out to be subpar? Most people have negative feelings about Litecoin, while others confuse it with Bitcoin. And of course, there are the antics of its creator, Charlie Lee, that reek of market manipulation and who knows what else. As the infrastructure behind Litecoin gets improved, the same effort must be applied to the asset's image. Other coins with far less functionality, such as Dogecoin, perform way better in this regard. Number 2. It was designed to outperform Bitcoin. Litecoin was explicitly designed to outperform Bitcoin. It took no less than a couple of years after Bitcoin's release for Charlie Lee to respond with Litecoin. Even so, many would say Litecoin has failed to live up to its potential. In addition, Litecoin's market cap keeps decreasing rather than increasing. Today, Bitcoin trades at around $40,000, with the highest market cap in the world. In contrast, Litecoin trades at around $270 and has fallen out of the top 10 in terms of market cap. Number 1. It is the second most used currency on the dark web. Litecoin is the second most used cryptocurrency on the dark web. It has been reported that a whopping 30% of all dark web surfers conduct their business using Litecoin. While some might think it is a cause for celebration that it has found a niche of users, this isn't a great look considering that the dark web is a hub of some of the most dangerous criminals in the world. And so, whatever transactions are carried out with Litecoin attracts extra attention from the authorities. This criminal reputation is one of the reasons Litecoin has struggled to find mainstream utilization. As we come to the end of this video, we hope you've been illuminated by some untold truths about Litecoin. These truths are intended to shed light on the 10-year-old cryptocurrency and give traders a better idea of what they might be getting into. Is there some obscure fact about Litecoin you think should have made this list? Please let us know below. As we sign off, we'd like to remind you to leave a like, subscribe, comment, and share if you liked the video. Our videos are always exciting and engaging, and you wouldn't want to miss out on the next one. Till then, take care of yourself.